On both Wednesday evening and on Friday evening, the Catholic Cathedral in Moscow is live streaming via Art Bene 2 organ live stream concerts. The first of them is with this organist, Elena Privalova. This is on Wednesday night at 6 in the evening, European time, 8 o'clock in the evening, Moscow time, noon on the East Coast, 9 in the morning on the West Coast. So it's watchable for those of you who are on the West Coast. Elena Privalova is a Russian organist living in Riga, Latvia. She's a freelancer. Does not seem to be associated with any specific church or other institution. She got her training at the Moscow Tchaikovsky Conservatory about 20 years ago, studying organ and musicology, and spent 6 years there. She's done master classes with top organists across Europe like Cherepanov in Lubeck, Gast and Wolfgang Zehrer in Hamburg, Peter Dirksen in the Netherlands, Hans Fagius in Switzerland. She's also the founder and director of an annual summer concert series, Organ Evenings in Kuskovo, which is near Moscow, Russia, since 2010, so for 14 years. And she's done solo concerts in Russia, Latvia, where she lives, in other parts of Europe, worked with the Philharmonic Choral Capella Yaroslavia, the Baroque Capella Golden Age, the Chamber Orchestra Kremlin from Moscow, and the Antonio Orchestra. She's going to be playing music from what she considers the silver age of French organ music, as distinct from the golden age of Bach German organ music. Music by Louis Vierne, by Charles-Marie Widor, by César Franck, by Bollmann, by Guillemot. We don't have more specifics about it than that. And then on Friday evening, a little later in the evening at 7 o'clock European time, 1 o'clock on the East Coast, 10 in the morning on the West Coast, 9 o'clock in the evening Moscow time, there'll be a duo, an organ duo, being live streamed from the Catholic Cathedral in Moscow, playing what they call a Beethoven symphony, except it won't be a Beethoven symphony, although it may be transcriptions of parts of Beethoven symphonies. It's a duo between Anna Vetlugina, who is the titular organist of the Catholic Cathedral, and Dmitry Maximenko, who's the organist of the Anglican Church of St. Andrew in Moscow. They will be also accompanied by a trombonist named Igor Bakanov. I don't have a picture of the two of them, and the specific program I don't have either. They say that the program includes both popular and serious Beethoven. The organ there, let me tell you a little bit about the organ. It was originally, do I have a photograph of that organ for you? I'm not sure if I uploaded it for you. Is this it? Yeah, here's a photograph of the piping of the organ. Anyway, I don't have the manual to show you. This organ was originally built in 1955 for the Reformed Evangelical Cathedral in Basel, Switzerland. And in 2000, it was built by Orgelbau Kuhn AG of Männedorf, Switzerland, if you're familiar with that. I'm not, but if you're an expert, you might be. And in 2002, in the aftermath of the reopening of the Catholic Cathedral in Moscow and all of that, the Swiss Cathedral donated the organ to the Catholic Cathedral in Moscow. Interesting that a Protestant church was donating it to the Catholic Cathedral in an Orthodox country. But anyway, and so the whole thing was transferred to Moscow, wrapped up in clothing. And the clothing was a gift to the poor of Moscow. So when they unwrapped it, they were able to give away the clothing to it. There's more to it. The Orgelbau Schmidt Company from Kaufbeurer in Germany, headed by Gerhard Schmidt, installed the organ in the Catholic Cathedral, and they refused payment for the work. And during the work, Schmidt was killed in a fall from a scaffold. and it was his son who finished up the work. So there's a lot of legend and lore behind those pipes that you were just able to admire. Anyway, you have Wednesday and Friday an opportunity to hear this organ played in two very different kind of concerts: the French Silver Age of organ music and selections popular and serious from Beethoven.